we've made it abundantly clear that we are fighting for our rights. Protest is a human right. Say it one time please.
Protest is a human right.
Okay. But this is the thing. There's an overseas operations bill. How many people know about that overseas operation bill?
Yeah.
Let me see hands. Okay. Very few compared to the number who know about the bill, the police crime and sentencing bill. And this is the thing, globally, if we're not standing up in defense of global justice and the right to life for all people, then we ain't doing it right. Number one, they're going to be able to torture victims and deny them justice. The torturers and war criminals will be let off the hook. And the British state, in true fashion, in true colonial fashion, are designing this and will allow themselves to get away with impunity again. 1,700 people have died directly, I say directly, and have been recorded to die at the hands of police. While we've been protesting for the right to free speech, we have not been exercising that right at all times in defense of those that we, as British people, as part, unfortunately, of this state, are complicit in with their exploitation. That is why we have to call it out. That is why Sister Blue says, your silence is violence. Because it's violence every day. In Haiti, in Senga, in the Indian farmers' protest, the violent repression that we have seen. Black lives do not matter globally. And that is why the right to protest is absolutely essential. Because if we don't have the right to protest here, then my brothers and sisters and siblings that I've been speaking to have been brutalized with NSARS in Nigeria. What hope do they have?
Yep.
The British state knows this. Ghanaian young people were mowed down during the presidential elections as well. These West African states, of which I am a proud African youth of the global majority. Each one of you sat here as part of this global majority as well. But the way that they are disproportionately targeting us, please stand up, and please continue to stand up globally in defense of our brothers and sisters' rights for life. Because people have said it disproportionately affects women, queer LGBTQI+ individuals, children. This is about the right to life, and right to life with dignity. That is the key word I want you to remember, dignity, because that is what we deserve. We do not deserve to be mowed down in police stations, shot at for protesting. That doesn't happen here, but there's a different, more subtle form of oppression that we experience as black youths on a daily basis here in this country. These are the colonial mentalities that we have to break down. Now, myself and 2 other young people from the diaspora will be taking this UK government to court because of their inactions.
Thank you, Jack, for the £10 donation, much appreciated.
What this bill is trying to do is trying to suppress, along with all the things we've seen, with the gaslighting of the Sewell reports, with the way to clamp down on the curriculum that we are desperately trying to decolonize. That is about right to life. That is about our right to life. The oppression that happens inside of a classroom. That is the same colonial oppression that my mother experienced in Trinidad growing up in school that taught her that coming here would be better for her. No, and then the migration. The UK is preparing to close these borders in the face of climate refugees that they have created through their state-sponsored wars. We cannot allow them to put this bill through. Because it's not just our rights to life that we are standing up for. It's the rights to life on a global justice scale. What is about to come in the terms of this climate crisis, which is already happening for a lot of people, including our families, these 3 young people, we're speaking about our families' right to life. And that doesn't mean anything different from your rights, your family's right to life, your family's right to life, your family's right to life. This UK government doesn't care about that right now. It's trying to squash that by squashing your voice here. And that means that they are trampling on the voices of other people in the process. Please kill the bill for the right to life. And also please follow the global majority versus UK government legal case closely. Thank you, everyone.
This is the future, everybody. We're out here fighting for justice. Let me hear you. No justice.
No peace.
No justice. Okay, we've got another young man to speak to you here. This young man is named Yelid. Big it up, Yelid.
Hello. My name is Yaled. I'm an associate of Collective Action. My pronouns are he, him. This is a movement, not a moment. Some people have been moving for years, some people months, others weeks or days. Just know that by being here, you're keeping the wheels of progress moving, and we thank you for that. We are here together in solidarity to oppose oppression, fascism, and state-sanctioned violence carried out by government enforcers on the orders of the ruling class. Over the last few weeks and the coming weeks, we have heard and will hear from many diverse speakers on the multitude of ways that legislation will damage and target a host of different communities and affect our rights and our freedoms. We have come together with clarity and unity to work together to make a stand now. This bill is the line in the sand where we fight from. We will fight, we will disrupt, we will make noise, we will protest until we arrive at a space where we can have a serious conversation on how we can achieve a better, more equitable world. A more caring, loving world. A world where we meet the needs of every member of society, every member of the human race. And this starts with killing the police crime and sentencing bill. This starts with stopping the new immigration bill. These bills are designed to mute us and threaten the safety of the most vulnerable in our society and make it easier for the government and their corporate cronies to continue to pillage, persecute and impoverish, all the while hiding behind their flag of pseudo-nationalism and commerce. We will not be silenced by the media, by the government, by the police. We are human fucking beings. We are tired, we are angry, we are determined that we want justice. Justice for Mohammed Hassan, who was killed after coming into contact with police officers in South Wales before being released without charge but with severe injuries that he later died from. Justice for Moed Bashir, who was killed by the very police called by his family to help support him during a mental health crisis. Justice for Sianda Mgaza, who despite a recent appeal that showed concrete evidence she was outnumbered and assaulted, is still serving a 4.5-year prison sentence for defending herself from a racist attack. Justice for Sarah Reverard, justice for Blessing Olusegun, justice for Grenhell, justice for Richard of Justice for every voice that is no longer here with us as a result of the violence and negligence encouraged and perpetuated by the state apparatus. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! What does justice look like? At a bare minimum, justice looks like consistently administering correct, sufficient consequences for police officers and higher-ups who help perpetuate and cover up their crimes. At a better level, justice looks like investing in preventative, human-centered strategies to alleviate the socio-economic factors that cause criminality. We don't need or want more police powers that further criminalise deprived and marginalised peoples. On another level, justice looks like representative, accountable officials that come from and work with the communities they are elected to serve. On a better level, justice looks like tearing down a system of control that is based on greed, power and oppression. It does not care about me, it does not care about you, it does not care about anyone else other than its rotting, stinking carcass. It is not acceptable that the government can publish an inaccurate, unacademic propaganda report on race. It is unacceptable that government officials have stolen millions of public money through dodgy deals. It is unacceptable for police to brutalise and terrorise ethnic communities and protesters. Who do you protect? Who do you protect? Who do you protect? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? We're still looking for solutions. But the fact I'm stood here with an intersectional host of siblings, from traveller communities to trans communities, old, young, black, white, brown, feminist, abolitionist, it gives me hope. If we continue to talk to each other, to listen to each other, to love and support one another, we can and will win this struggle. Kill the fucking bill!
Oh my God, that was amazing. Before we get our next group of amazing speakers, this protest ends at 5 o'clock. So we have to make sure that all of our speakers are able to present before 5 o'clock. Okay? Our next speakers are all black black lives. Come through, everybody.
Hi, I'm Ima from All Black Lives UK, and today I wanted to speak about protesting and what happens to us after this bill gets passed. We've been protesting for almost a year now, and the police brutality, the police violence, the police, just the disgusting behaviors that we have received from them while protesting will only happen more and more once this bill has been passed. For the past few protests that we've had, that we've seen happen in the UK, Bristol, Cardiff, Manchester, London, at the end of almost every single protest, people are injured and arrested by the police. And guess who are the people who initiate the violence? The police. But for some reason, protesters are blamed for that. Protesters who are going out to fight for their rights and their freedom are getting attacked by the people who are supposed to protect them. On Twitter the other day, there was a police commissioner who said that the police technically can protect the crown and not the people. I think that just shows us what's the truth. The police do not protect us, and they never have, and they never will. They only protect a certain person, the rich white man at the top. And most of us are not that at all. We really aren't. This bill will not only affect protesting, it will also affect, for example, if you throw a tomato at that Winston Churchill statue right there, yeah, you may get put into jail for 10 years. 10 years for throwing a tomato at a racist. I can't tell you that. I also think that it's very important for white people at this protest to realize that we have been saying all of this for years now. Years and years and years and years. And you guys only realize when it happened to a white person, or when you realize that white people are also affected as well. That's not right. That is not right. You aren't supposed to be doing this for your self-interest. You're supposed to be doing this for the people. And if you are here, like Blue said, to post a picture on Instagram for clout, for whatever, stay at home. We do not want you here. You cannot use our pain and our trauma for clout. Honestly, it's not fun protesting every week. It is extremely tiring, emotionally tiring, physically tiring. Watching everything that's been happening on the news is tiring. So before I leave, I am telling you guys this. If the police come up to you, say no comment. If the police are around people and they're being aggressive, take your camera out and film. Remember, legal observers are at the march. They are wearing orange high vis. That is all I have to say. Please stay safe. Thank you very much.